1, 2, 3.
One. Ready? Rolling?
Rolling.
Okay. So my name is Kai Wakeling. And this is a song I wrote about a man named Leonard P. Howell, one of the founders of Rastafari. Thank you, Leonard P. Howell, and he who enlists a man's mind. It's a new day, and we gotta slow down. Yeah, one day at a time right now.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes, give thanks. Papamichy.
Yeah, man. You want to put on your guitar for a minute?
Yeah, man, shall.
Beautiful.
Yes, give thanks. Give
Man,
thanks.
your father was here. Would have been real proud of you.
I think he would. I feel like I do feel that I'm like fulfilling a legacy.
Yes.
He was very musical himself, actually.
Yes. He was?
Yeah.
Because we don't know anything about Daddy, you know. We only know him as a promoter.
Right.
So before she speak, her father keeps showing me. So you see, we have history. Reggae Sunsplash. Way back from 1970 something, coming straight up.
Yes.
So welcome to Artiste Reasoning.
Every Sunday I remember him. He had his own little studio set up in the house. Well, first of all, his mother my grandmother was a piano teacher. So yeah. So she gave all of us youngsters piano lessons. Myself, my brother, next door neighbors, whole heap of people. She teach piano.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that as we got into the teenage years, I was like the last person standing, the one that continued with it. You know, everybody was like, when given the choice, they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I loved it. I just always loved music. And so Daddy had a keyboard. He had his little studio set up, and every Sunday, a group of friends and him would jam. They would come up to the house. I remember Mikey Johnson and his other brethren, Demo. He was also very close with like Third World and Chalice.
Mm-hmm.
And various people would come up on a Sunday because we lived way up in the mountains, Mount James by the river. And so Sunday was like a thing. People would have come up for Sunday lunch. My mother would cook, and then Daddy would jam. You know, enough times all Cat Core would be up there, and members of Third World Band and different people would pass through. And I just always remember them just jamming, you know?
Just jamming.
And he would sing. He would sing too. I remember, yeah. He used to love to sing. Now that I'm a bit older and I reflect, I was like, yeah, Daddy actually was very musical and you know was a musician himself. He had his guitar. His guitar was sacred, so none of us could touch the guitar. And I always wanted to play the guitar, so I would pick it up sometimes or be looking, but if I ever went near it, it was like sacred to him. You couldn't touch that because, you know, the youth can be quite destructive sometimes.
Very destructive. Every time. But you play the piano.
I play the piano a little bit, yeah.
Do you still you fool around with it now?
I do. I haven't gotten into performing on the piano yet. Yeah, I still have it in my mind. I haven't got into that yet. I found the guitar. I connected more with the guitar after he passed away. So one day, I just remember walking in the bedroom and seeing the guitar case, and I was like, oh. And I opened it. I plucked. This memory stays with me because I plucked just one string, you know, just one string, and that sound as it reverberated in the guitar, it's like it went through me and it did something. It just was healing. It just was healing. And so I was,
Yes.
And so I said, oh, this is mine now. Mine now.
Your guitar. Then your guitar. So when you know that you have a voice to sing, I mean, you're playing, the instrument, but when did you know? What age, say you have a voice?
That's actually a good question. So I remember driving home. We'd have a long drive home, like over an hour up into the hills. And I used to sing sometimes all the way home. I used to sing and envision being on a stage. This is what would run through my imagination, right?
Yes.
But it was just like fantasy because I thought that only big voice, big singers, Whitney Houston and these type of people could be singers. So I thought I didn't have the voice to sing. I was like, oh, I'm not really a singer. I don't have one of those voices.
Yes.
So I never held it like in a serious way in my mind, as an option. I have to tell you the truth, say one day I was driving with my husband and I forgive him this because I was playing the guitar and I was just singing in the car. I said something, I mean a little excuse like, I love to sing, but I was like playing it down like, something, I said something like that. And then he turned to me and he said, no, your singing is the best singing.
That's the best singing. Everything you do the best. Yeah.
So what I was playing it down like, I can't really sing. I can't really sing. And he was like, no, your singing is the best singing. And I was like, oh.
Genuinely, right?
Oh, yeah. No, genuinely said that. So then I was like, oh, I got that, like it gave me a little confidence and I went and got some voice lessons. I went and got some voice lessons.
So daddy, when you grew up with daddy then, you never sing around the house?
Not except I used to write songs.
You used to do
I used to write songs. So when I was like 8 or 9, I remember writing this song. And it's the first song I ever recorded. I recorded it after he passed away. But when I was like 8 or something, I wrote this song for him for Father's Day. And I played it on the piano. And, sang it for him for Father's Day. And my mother told me after, she was like, see how him have to look like a beer tears. I actually went to Hillel Prep School. So in the early days of Hillel. Early days. And then I went to Campion.
I didn't go Campion.
Yeah.
So any sports, anything?
I did swimming. I competed competitively swimming. I was very good. I was a very good swimmer. Yeah.
So you could have swim for Jamaica? If you take it up?
I broke a couple records in my high school years. Yeah, actually. Just naturally. I never trained that much, but I was a natural swimmer. I love the water.
You love the water. Oh, so with Sean Paul tell me say swim.
Yes, so Sean Paul. Yes, he was on the water polo team when I was doing swimming. Yeah, man. Like, I know Sean from Campion. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm me swim from here, so go across the ocean.
Yeah, man.
Go across the harbor.
Yes.
The ocean, the harbor, but we just exaggerating. We just exaggerating.
Well, they used to have harbor races.
That's what I'm telling me.
Yeah, man, they used to, yeah.
So you were one of them up there swimming.
Something like
Tell
that.
me about Sunsplash.
Oh my gosh. Sunsplash was such an integral part of our lives. It was like from Sunsplash finish, we look forward to the next Sunsplash. When Sunsplash approaching, I remember like all weeks before Sunsplash, I pack my clothes, as a little youth, it just was so much fun. We were so honored. Reflecting now, like we used to call ourselves the Sunsplash crew. So all the children of the promoters and the people, it wasn't just the 4 promoters.
Tell them the 4 names of
them. Well, John Wakeling, my father, Ronnie Burke, Tony Johnson, and Don Green were the 4 main main characters, main promoters of Synergy. Synergy. The company's name was Synergy, which is a really cool name.
We don't talk about Synergy.
Yeah, really cool name. But it wasn't just them. There was community. There was also the Crawfords, Valerie and Dickie Crawford. There were the Campbells, Charles Campbell.
These people play a part in Sunsplash.
Yeah, man. And actually, Charles Campbell went on later after Sunsplash shut down. He actually he revived it for 1 year. They did a cable and wireless sponsored Sunsplash, which I performed at.
You did?
Yeah, which I performed at. So that was a full circle moment. That was many years later, The Thompsons, Nadine and Neville Thompson. Wow. And, like one set would handle the money and the financial side. Because I remember Aunt Val was in banking. And so another set would have like the security. And as we all grew up as children, we were working as well. We were working. Some of us selling the merchandise in the stalls. A couple of the guys, when they got up, in their older teenage years, they were manning some of the gates. And yeah, man, we would work every year at Sunsplash. And it was like, what an experience, man. You bleach through the night,
Yes.
And it really, I think, created what has become the culture of stage shows in Jamaica.
Of course.
Yeah, man, the vibe. I remember
Forerunner.
The forerunner. Sunsplash was the forerunner. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and it was formed in a formative time of our culture of reggae music is a thing as well. It's the timing of it all, and even dancehall, because they had a dancehall night at Sunsplash, and I remember seeing that when the whole culture of the dancehall dress. People used to come out on dancehall night, not just the entertainers used to dress. Everyone in the audience had on like these dancehall styles, and you could actually see the culture being formed.
Yes, evolving, right?
Evolving, yeah.
So, I performed 1980 on Sunsplash.
Wow.
Were you there? This was at Ranny Williams Center. I was
a little baby. Ranny
Williams Center, right here.
In Kingston.
Yes, I think the year before Bob was on it. When I performed, Peter Tosh was on it. Dennis Brown was supposed to perform.
Right.
You want to hear the story?
Yes. Tell them the story.
So Dennis Brown never make it. And we performed the night, I think we performed the night with Peter Tosh. And then Dennis supposed to perform the Saturday night. And because Dennis never make it now, your father, along with the whole crew, come and say, boy, Michigan, we are begging for perform. We are begging close Sunsplash.
Ratted.
So we are smiling there and we there contemplate. So I said to him, how much money I give you?
Smiley, of course.
And he said, Michi.
And a big thing that closing the show.
He said, Michi, we don't have money. I said, what? You don't have money?
That was the other thing.
That was the other thing? You were talking
about Sunsplash. Anyway, no, go on.
No. Me remember what I say,
Yeah.
You remember what you're going to say?
Yes, I'm going to remember.
You sure you remember? So, somebody said, but if Dennis to come here, you have to pay him. He say, yes, Mitchie, man, you have to pay him, but I no money. So I say, all right. We talk it over and we decide we're going to do it. So we close Sunsplash. It was great. We just have Nice Up the Dance.
Yeah.
Love. We have 2 number 1 songs, and we have the album, the Rubber Dub Style. So we could have sing from that album also. And your father, along with him, come and say, Michi, anytime you see Sunsplash, I must you know want to perform. Because when you do for you, we really love it.
Yes. Unforgettable.
So tell me about the money part now. Because we know how you forget it.
Well, of course, this is just, things what I used to hear as a child. But I know that money was always, a thing. It was a bit of an issue. But I think as well, this is coming from a time where, so I hear, a lot of the time musicians wouldn't even get paid for performing. So that's important what you just said. Yeah, because before that era, a lot of times they never used to get paid for performing on stage shows. And I think Sunsplash was one of the ones that made it a point to make an effort to pay, pay the musicians and pay the artists. So as we said, a formative experience for them. So enough time, I just break even. They never come out with no big profit. A lot of the time, and they were also struggling to get the support of, various sponsors, private sector and governmental. So that was also one of their challenges.
Yes, and the venue was one of the challenges too.
Yeah. Huge challenge.
Huge.
Yeah, and it actually, there's a lot to be said about that the whole thing with Sunsplash. I think the impact that it had was to be realized many years later.
Yes.
And so because of that, because they didn't realize the impact, they didn't really realize, they didn't then get that support in the moment.
In the moment.
Yeah.
And
in the moment.
And the church was giving them a fight too. Because one time we performed there, close Sunsplash again, the church started complaining, said the music because Sunsplash done in the morning, and
Yes.
Michigan and Smiley and all of that. So one day I said to Tony Johnson, say, so when you move it go to Trelawney, find a venue. And he must say, Michi, it go hard because Montego Bay is a tourist destination. But if you go to Trelawney, you could have set up your own place with your own booths and everything, you own a stage, but it wasn't meant to be. So Sunsplash remain in a Montego Bay. I know there's more people who know more than me about Sunsplash. And I know so someday they must see this video and say, Michigan, let me tell you what really go on.
Yes, true. Yeah, and I'm going to say, oh, she just talking the surface thing, but what really went on? I'm sure the artists would all have their own story. I know that they did a lot to boost the tourism industry.
Oh, yes.
Especially in the summer period, which was, in those days, it was a bit of a lag. There was a bit of a lag during the summer because, tourists would come out between the winter season, would be our most popular tourist time. So in the summer, it was kind of in question what would draw them to Jamaica, and Sunsplash became that draw.
Yes.
As they went on, people would travel to Jamaica in the summer just to come to Reggae Sunsplash.
Yes.
And I don't think that they really got the support that they should have gotten, for doing that.
They didn't.
They didn't. And it's also kind of, it's painful the way that it then, what happened, the way that it mashed up, it's quite painful.
Very painful.
I'm just going to say it. And then how Sumfest came in and kind of took the place.
The reward. And
took the reward. Yeah, you put it perfectly.
Yeah, but the truth.
Came in and took the reward.
Talk it like
That's
it is.
Exactly right.
Kai, talk it. This is artist reasoning. Talk as who listen to me, them want to learn too.
Yeah.
Talk it like it is.
That is
them come take the reward.
Came and took the reward because they had the commercial, and it was so much more of a commercial venture as well, rather than a cultural. Yeah, and so they, being businessmen, also got the reward and the support of private sector, governmental support, and everything, exactly. And Sunsplash had a big Rastafari element too.
Then them create everything, and them create the whole aura.
Yes,
and them create everything.
That's
but
exactly it.
Kai, we are talking about people, the singing, the guitar. So tell us now, what is going on with you?
All right. So where we must start with the music?
With the music we're talking about now. We got your thing we know.
All right.
Leave daddy run us now. We want him to know you have history.
Yes.
So now we are coming to you now. So we want to know what go on, any song recorded. We just want to know where we are going with you.
So coming from that, then now that first pluck of the guitar string, that is what is rippling out, and that healing that was brought to me in that time, it made me realize how powerful music is.
Yes,
how powerful music is, and so that's what I want. That's my motivation for doing music, is to transmit that healing. Because it's healing we really want right now. Individually, collectively, globally, right? Nationally and globally.
Yes.
Is really healing, and music can bring it in a way that nothing else can. Yeah. So that's really my motivation. I've recorded with Cat Core. We did a song together when Cat put out an artist, like a compilation of artists album called Jarcat Grooves. I've been recording with Earl China Smith, and we have a group now called the Bingistra, which is the mix of orchestra with Naya Bingi.
CM China them.
Yes.
Bingistra.
Yes, the Bingistra.
Yeah, man.
So we do quite a few performances, and we have put out a couple albums. Most recently, we did an album that is a tribute to the artist Junior Biles.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a compilation of various of his songs with the Bingistra artists. I have a song on that. And right now, I am in the process of recording my own personal project. Yeah.
How many tracks you have in mind?
I'm thinking 7. I'm thinking 7. You think it should be more? No, I'm thinking 7 is more like an EP.
Good. An EP is good.
Yeah.
So, no, just back up a little bit. So, at the Junior Biles thing down by Ronnie Williams Center there.
Yes,
you were there?
we were there. Yeah. I did the closing song. That song is called "I Don't Know," and it's an interesting song too. How it came to me, because the song was probably written from in the 70s, and it talk. If you listen to the song, it talk about what's happening right now on Earth. But that's how music is. That's how music is sometimes too. Timeless music.
So hold on. So you sing a Junior Biles?
Yeah. I sing a Junior Biles song.
Yeah, when me there. So you want to tell me see up on stage and I never know.
Yeah, I think you didn't know it was me. No.
Come see my body there, Fred Locks. Oh,
yes.
There. Wow. Well, me have to go. Me see you now.
Yes.
Me see you now.
Yes, and everything in divine timing. The Most High brings everything together, in the right timing for the highest good, highest purpose. So I'm very thankful to be here right now.
You for there?
With the eye.
No, you for there because we have to elevate you. So mommy now, mommy still around?
Mommy passed away as well. Jano.
Rest in peace, mommy and daddy.
Rest, fly high.
Fly high.
They're together.
They're together.
Yeah.
So did you embrace Rastafari at that time? So then she see you?
The interesting thing about Rastafari is that somebody said this the other day, and I'll be saying it, but it really resonated with me. The lady said, we're not breadfruit, we're not turned Rastafari, we're born Rastafari from creation.
Yes.
And it's so true, because I always had a gravitation. My mother knew that.
She knew.
She knew that. My father definitely, he never grew his locks.
Yes.
But he definitely was in support of Rastafari. And he never said to me to try and convince me or indoctrinate. It was more just the way he lived his life and the things that he spoke about, right?
Yes.
And then I piece it together. I remember one time driving in the car with him, and our song was playing on the radio. And a man was walking down the street, and we were driving, and my father just said, "Hey, look at that. You see that? You see how when I walk, him just walk to the beat. And you see that? And the bird will fly over." And it was like everything came together in this moment of harmony. The man couldn't hear the music on the radio, but him was walking to the beat of the music. And just in him describing that moment to me,
yes.
And in things that I experienced after that in life, I realized, there's a place, right?
Yes.
Where things, it's like a frequency where things are aligned. Things are aligned. And
that's a reality.
It's a reality. And so it's Rastafari, I find that true.
Yes.
And it's not about the locks. It's about, even though the locks is an important thing for different reasons,
yes,
it is the heart.
Yes.
It's about the heart.
From you control the inside.
Yes.
You can rule the outside.
Yeah.
So everything is in synchronicity.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. And everything has a frequency.
Yes.
So right now, this is the frequency. This is the frequency. So, EP, 7 songs.
It's a process and requires a lot of different energies.
Of course.
So we have the songs, and I've recorded about 3 of them. Mm-hmm. And then, each stage, I realize that each stage the recording goes through requires a different energy.
Of course.
At the beginning, the recording of the songs, then the mixing, the mastering, and then the putting of them out, the finishing part require a different energy. So I'm going through it, and I'm trusting the process, and yes, I'm trusting, the Most High to work it all out in the best timing.
The best timing.
Yeah.
All acoustic?
No, but with an acoustic sound. So it's definitely going to feature acoustic music and instrumental. There will be a couple songs that are more meditative.
Healing.
Yes.
Healing.
Yeah. Because I also teach yoga. I'm a yoga teacher, and
So you're hiding something. But you told me that yesterday.
Yeah.
Still.
So and I train other yoga teachers as well.
Wow.
And music, healing music, also features very strongly in the
yes.
yoga practice.
Tell us a little bit about the yoga thing now, man.
Yeah.
How long you start? How it go?
I've been teaching for about 15, 16 years now with a company called Yoga Angels International, who has been in Jamaica for some years training yoga teachers, you know, and toward the same thing, same healing, because that's really the base
of yoga.
Yes.
So it's all about meditation.
Meditation is an aspect of it.
Yes.
Like the word yoga really means to pull together as into one. So it's interesting how it goes with Rastafari, which is also about oneness. You know, and actually, that one of the songs I sang for you, about Leonard P. Howell, remember that one?
Yes.
Who is said to be one of the founding fathers of Rastafari, and was one of the first yoga teachers that we had in Jamaica. Him used to teach yoga up at Pinnacle. Yeah,
you're that people?
Yeah. It's quite amazing.
He used to teach yoga.
Yes. Yeah.
So why you get into it?
So why? It came to me at a time when I was going through some challenges in my life, and I remember feeling. I mean, what really happened was there was somebody that had come to my show, about 3 different music shows. I just saw this individual and stood out to me, right? And I remember at the 3rd show, I went up to him and I said, "Hey, I've seen you. This is the 3rd time I'm seeing you now. What is the connection? You know, what we talk about?" And then he turned out to be like a yoga master.
Wow.
And so we discovered he downloaded a lot of different things about what yoga was. And I said, all right, I'm going to try this thing. Went to my first yoga class. And, well, this is actually what hooked me into yoga.
That's what I know.
So the first yoga class that I went to, you do a physical part to yoga where you do, like, you know, these asanas, which is the movements of the body. You go into the poses, right? Which is a lot about alignment of your muscles and specific poses. And then at the end of the yoga class, you lay down flat on the mat and just relax. And that's the meditation. So after you've put the body through all these twists and turns, then you lay down and all your blood, everything can just flow. You rest your mind. And so when I did that part of the yoga class, me wake up, all I know is me not there in my body no more. It's almost like, them would I call it like astral traveling. So all I know is I was conscious. I wasn't conscious of where I was, where my body was. And it's like I was being shown what this are real. I not tell, now I tell everybody, but I don't really tell so many people this experience, but
yeah, man. Them need to know.
Them need to know.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the earth. I could see the entire globe of the earth was like being shown the earth. And I felt like this overwhelming love, which was just like this unconditional love beyond anything that we could, beyond duality. So it was beyond what we would view as good or bad. From this place, I could see how everything that was happening on earth, both the good and the bad, had its place, fit together. Like, have you ever seen a yin and yang symbol?
You are enlightened.
Yeah.
You are enlightened. So you were above, looking down. What a great thing.
Yeah.
And from this, you know, you realize you love this, what you're feeling.
Yes.
I know the yin and the yang. I know about it because you have some of me have some of you. Yes. So I know about it. I know how it works. So you're a very spiritual person. We can say that. We're glad for that. Well, you share some nice story. You pull me in. I like to be pulled in, you know. Because through me artist, sometimes some people don't know where we are. That's how we not do interview, you
True.
know.
That is true.
That's how we just follow our reasoning.
Yeah.
Many females, you know, pretty girl just like yourself, for them to reach a certain level, them all just say, Michi, I just spoke with passion. And just say, for every little thing, them a look her.
Yes.
You been through those
That
sexual
is
harassment? Tell me the truth.
there is definitely that within the industry
Because we
and
want to fight
everywhere
it.
as a woman. Yeah, that is true. You know, and we have to be very strong. We do have to be very strong to be able to discern,
Yes.
you know, to be able to discern what is real um, and what is just physical
Mm-hmm.
and for a different purpose,
Yes.
you know. Um, Men tend to be very physical. I don't know. No, I shouldn't make them kind of just
Yes.
generalizations, maybe.
Some.
Some men, yeah, let me
Thank
say
you.
that.
Thank you very
Let me
much.
say that. Some men, it's true, tend
Yeah.
to be very physical and think, physically. And the thing about it is, as well, though, like within music, sometimes you make connections within music. And as a man and a woman, it can be, you know, it's not every connection where you make have to really be a sexual connection.
True.
You know what I mean? But sometimes it can get confused. I think some of that go on too.
Can you see, we are man, you know. I don't do it. Enough of my friend them don't do it. Because I produce bag of female.
Yeah.
Enough of them do harmony for me. Some of them, I mean, while they're there, you might have some of the artists run joke with them. But then themselves know say, sure, just man that. Because, you know, we as man, we tend to run joke with girls, especially if they look nice. You understand me? But we don't go that step over. You get me?
Yes.
And I've never been in a studio work that something like that happened. You get me? And we have to fight it for you, you know. Because you know, if you never, not saying that you can fight it, but we as the male, better for fight it for you. You get me?
Yes, so that it doesn't even become an issue.
Thank you very much, because we need you in the industry.
Right, and it's not the women that are pushing that then. It's not the women that are really pushing a sexual connection. If pushing it sexually, if there's a connection or what or whatever, it's not really the women, it's the men.
Yes.
When you really check it out. But I think that
Go ahead.
I think that it's that times are changing though. There's something that is shifting within the dynamics, male-female dynamics. You know, it has been for a long time, and it's coming to a stage now where I would have said the feminine is really rising.
Of course.
Yeah.
You see them all over. And you are rising.
Yes.
Because this already right now is to rise, you know. And to all of the man them out there, when you see the woman them, leave them alone. Don't go to them and pressure them with certain things. Leave them alone.
Yes, true.
We don't know certain things about woman, that's why they behave that way there. If you have a sister, auntie, mother, who don't realize it don't work. It don't work. Assist them. Let them grow in our industry. Let them become powerful. Now listen.
Yes, I love that. I love that word there. Not to be dominated or controlled or possessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to say anything to them?
Yes. To the women or the men?
To the men them. But I love you say something. Bonafire.
Bonafire.
Bonafire. Why you bonafire? Artist reasoning, you know. Bonafire. You know, restrict. You know, a girl said to me, Michi, but I love you up on the radio, you know. But you see what you do yourself now, it's bigger than the radio. Because you can say what you want to say. You don't have any time restriction. I'm why you bonafire.
Yeah, for real. Because also, especially the younger women, the younger women that don't necessarily know themselves yet. You know, it's up to the man, really, as you say, to take that responsibility and leave them alone. Leave them alone. And control, have some self-control. you know.
And to the females, them too, who, if a producer go that way there, don't work with him. There's other producers.
Yes.
And we need some female producers too, you know.
Yeah, we need some female producers.
Too.
You're so right.
Yeah, man, we need some female producers, man. You ever contemplate being a producer?
Yes. Yeah, I have. It's something I'd like to get into more, to tell you the truth. I definitely would. I've done a little dabbling, like in the technical side of it, Pro Tools and the actual software, learning how to use the software. But it's a whole different art form, producing.
Yeah.
But I think that is something I could grow into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. I decided that China them have a studio. You can learn enough things.
Yeah, yeah.
And while we there, you can help you too. We just want to thank you for coming on this platform here and share your story. You know, there's a whole lot more out there that is in your cranium where you just speak about. But we can hold that for next time. What you say?
Yes. Yes, Yes, lots more in store. There's a lot I would like to say just about how we are living our lives.
Please do.
You know, in terms of nature as well. That's a big one. How we treat the earth. But is what you just said about women a while ago have me thinking too. Cause you know, so the same way how we treat the earth is also there's a connection there between how we treat women. Because the woman is the earth. The earth is our mother.
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth, exactly. So the same way how what you just talked about a while ago, about allowing the woman, letting her have her own mind, make her own decisions, you know, and grow and rise, is the same thing like the earth. Not something to be dominated and just take from, you know. And it's going to require a whole mindset change. But all of these things, when I talk about healing, this is also all a part of it. Healing is not like a gentle process. It's not always, it don't always feel good either. So we're really going to have to go down deep within ourselves and dig out the nasty dark parts as well, and bring them up to the light to be let go and transformed. It starts within each and every person. So I think even just in small ways, looking at the earth itself and as alive, you know, even the earth, the dirt where we're standing up right now, there's life in it. So it's not something to just be like you dash your garbage down or, you know.
No respect.
Yeah, everything is alive.
And we must stay grounded.
Everything is alive and we're all connected. In fact, we are actually all one. So everything where you do to our next person is actually your same self that you're doing it to. Yeah.
You see the connection and the frequency. We have very spiritual reason in this. Yes, Kai, we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. So, we're up on our next elevation right now. So if ones want to connect with you now, how can they reach you?
I'm on the various platforms. Well, we're not up on TikTok yet, I have to tell you the truth. But Facebook and Instagram, right. I'm on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel, Kai Wakeling.
Spell it now, please.
The Instagram is KAI.WAKELING. So that's my full name.
Yes.
Kai Wakeling.
And that's a keyword for all of them.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes. KAI.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
So you're on 3 platforms.
Yeah.
So they can just leave a message for you.
Yes.
Are you ready to play in clubs and tell us now?
Yeah, man, definitely. Definitely ready to play in clubs, shows, big shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them.
And we have the band ready. I have the Bingestra band that would be traveling with me where I go. And we bring a very unique unique experience, unique vibration, which marries the acoustic sound with the roots of the drums, the root of the drum, the Nabingi drum,
Yes.
which is transmitting our frequencies from the homeland, from Africa, from our ancestors. Yeah.
Ibi Traore, the motherland.
Yes,
it's
a very special time.
Special time we're living in.
Very special time. And when you look at that, you just mentioned that a while ago, and what I just spoke about in the rise of the feminine and the earth, connection with the earth, and that is also Africa.
The motherland. Are you bringing that out?
Motherland.
Are you bringing it out? Because never did the subconscious.
Yes. So the rise of Africa as well. It's all connected for the rebalancing, because things have to rebalance,
Yes.
Things have to rebalance, and a special part of that rebalancing is the feminine. What we just talked about, the way how we look at the feminine, the way how the feminine aspect is treated, both females as physical beings and also just femininity within. You have masculine and feminine in everything.
In everything. In a me.
Yeah. In a you. Exactly. In a you, in a me.
The soft note you sing is the feminine.
Yes.
Hi, feminine.
Yes.
So you're right. I love you. Deep.
Yes. Give thanks. Thank you so much for having this platform and for inviting me.
Yes, man. Much love to you, and we want the world resonates with you. And we want you to transcend beyond the boundaries of Jamaica. What you going to take on the world? You taking on the world is Jamaica taking on the world.
Yes, so true.
And
so true.
And don't, when any stage, remind them about daddy. And them know saying I just come here a long time, and you keep show with Baba, you keep show with Peter Tosh from the get-go. Because them to know where you come from. Because when them know where you come from, them respect you more.
Yes, true.
And if you know, see your royalty, you have history in this. You understand me? You have history. We thank you for coming on the platform. This is Artiste Reasoning, and we are here with a very special female, as you know. And we give thanks, give her all your love and your prayer and your support, so she can keep enlightened. Take care. Walk good. It's Papamichy gone. Before you leave, you do a thing first night. It will say a positive words for the youths. Remember that? Do you have you just want to give one positive word for the youths?
It did come into my mind, I know me I try to remember it now.
Meditation.
On the spot. Or meditation,
Yeah, meditation.
That is actually it. That is it.
That you say.
Moment of stillness. Be able to be still with yourself and find your own guidance within. Find your own guidance within. Yeah, that is actually it,
All right, meditation.
Yeah, meditation.
Peace and love. Yeah, man. This is Artiste Reasoning, and we are with Kai Wakeling. A friend, our father, keeps Sunsplash with me, Reggae Sunsplash. So she's royalty. Herself, hi Kai, how are you doing?
Hi, greetings, Papamichy.
So would you like to say a positive words to the kids?
Yes, I would. And my words to the children of the earth would be to get to know yourself, live in love, respect nature, respect each other, and stay close to the Most High, to the source of all things. In any way you can. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. And just one word to the females, the young females. That's a word of guidance, what they should choose going forward. In the school, the ones in the school.
Yes.
Listen to your teacher.
Listen to your teacher.
Yeah?
Yes, listen to your teacher and believe in yourself.
Yes.
That believe in yourself.
That says it all. Believe in yourself. So she's royalty. Her dad, you know, was the one that had me on Reggae Sunsplash from the get-go. So, much love to you.
Give thanks.
All
Give
right.
thanks for the opportunity to, you know, to speak and to be
Yes.
heard.
To be heard. Take care, Kai.
Yeah, man. Give thanks and praise to the Most High Jah. Enough love to each and every one. I want to tune into Artiste Reasoning. With I, Papamichy, but thanks for listen, thanks for stay. One love, miss.